This video is sponsored by Professional Photographers of America. And this is the 85 1.4, considered to be my primary portrait lens for Sony, the bread and butter lens that I've nicknamed this fantastic piece of glass. But there's a reason why in 2020 I'm going to be switching to the 135mm f1.8. This is actually my first love in terms of focal length. I just found it to always be a little bit too long. I rented it. I compared both lenses side by side to show you guys what the differences are. So let's get into that right now. Whichever one of these lenses that you own, they're both hella expensive. All right, so if you at home own expensive camera gear yourself, I think it would really benefit you to join the Professional Photographers of America. I am a member myself. No organization packages this number of benefits for one low monthly price. You will not only get up to $15,000 worth of equipment insurance, but you'll also have access to over 1,100 educational videos to help you improve your skills. Get tons of small business resources like contracts and business planning, got data loss recovery services, and free access to the next Imaging USA convention where I'll most likely be attending, chilling, taking pictures. Like, it's always a good time there. All right, take a look down below in the description box and use the code for a special discount on your membership. There are legitimate reasons why I'm going to the 135, mainly because number one, 2020 is the year of personal space. The 135mm forces me to stand farther back, and usually I like the 85mm for that. I like to be able to be closer, communicate with the person, but with the 135, I'm able to stand farther back and give people a little bit more space. And honestly, in 2020, I don't really mind it. I think that's a good thing, is to give people a little bit more space, especially with these very sensitive times. All right, reason number two, the 135mm for me, in my opinion, is probably the best optical lens that I've ever used for Sony. And I haven't used every lens, but I've used a lot of them. The 135, guys, it reminds me of a Canon RF lens, and that's a compliment to Canon RF lenses. They're insanely good. And the fall off, oh my God, the background, the way everything just falls. Oh, the 85mm is a good lens, but you don't buy the 85 1.4 because of the sharpness, because you can get sharper images with the 85 1.8, which costs $1,000 cheaper. You buy this lens for the background blur and the subject separation looking images. Now, my final reason, and my biggest reason, honestly, is the 135 gives you unique looking images. You know the 200mm f2, the bazooka looking lens from Canon? People use that lens because it gives you a unique look that you can't get with just any lens. It's a compressed look where it brings in the background and it gives you this really unique looking image, almost like a paper cutout in Photoshop. And the 135 1.8 gives you a very similar effect. Well, when I first started photography, I felt like it gave me a unique looking image. I just didn't like that I was so far back from people. You know, I liked being able to talk to them a little bit. Says the biggest introvert ever. Now at home, what lens do you have? What lens are you using? 35-50, 85 135, 270 to 200. Let me know what you are using and what you're gonna continue to use in 2020, because I'm telling you, using that 35mm to shoot family portraits or to shoot portraits in general might be a little tricky, just because people are sensitive, you know, and you can't blame them. Some people are just more scared than others of being around humans, you know. Anyways, let me know down in the comment section what you're using and what do you think of my excuses to buy a new lens. Like, you know, am I making some sense? If you guys like this video, let me know. I have more lens comparison videos coming. The next one is going to be the 85 1.2 RF versus the 85 1.2 DS and see what the differences are. All right, to the next one. Stay safe out there.